What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Kids Corner with Mr. Stay Fresh. You know what it is. You know what you're here for. Today, we got the top 10 releases of 2020. My top 10 plus the #1 sneaker of the year. But before we get into it, I got a little pickup I want to show y'all. Nothing major. A little spot down there in Duval called APB. Nice little spot. It's different. It ain't your normal sneaker store like you would think. You know, I don't even think they carry Jordans and stuff, but it's a nice little spot down there if y'all want to check them out. Ran across it a couple years ago. But anyway, I just walked in there yesterday to see what they had. I was actually looking for something. We'll talk about that on my next video. But I just ran across these just to, you know, every now and then I got to grab me something. I ain't really bought no kicks in a minute, so every now and then I got to grab something. But anyway, got the Stussy Nike slides. You know, nothing major. Just something. Tried to cop them off Sneakers out a couple months back, but it ain't happen. So here we go. So we got, I ain't no big slide person, but you know, like to have something comfortable to walk in here and there. Told my son I better not catch your feet in them. But yeah. But anyway, for those that haven't, go down below, subscribe to my channel, tap that bell, give me a like. Go ahead and take care of that. Coming in at number 10, we got the Dior ones. Now I know a lot of people gonna be, why you got the Dior ones at number 10? The first one on the list, number 10. It's my personal list. And the only reason they made my list because it's a retro one. I'm not impressed by the shoe itself. It's really a plain shoe with the Dior design on the Nike check. Now if they would have had that design over the, you know, different parts of the shoe, that would have been way better. But because it just had in that one area, it was like, okay. And then the price tag on them was $2,000. Releasing at $2,000. The resale is crazy up there. The resale then shot up. The last time I looked, I think it was like about 8 bands. That's the last time I looked. But like I said, I'm not into the designer with sneakers and all that. I really don't fool with design anyway. I ain't got no reason to be wearing no design. I'm a regular old dude, you know what I'm saying? 9 to 5 or whatever you want to call it. So designer don't mean much to me, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a fresh pair of J's and a white tee and I'm good to go. But yeah, coming in at number 10, you got the Dior ones. All right, in at number 9, we got the Fire Red 5s. I told y'all when the Fire Red 5s released that those were one of my favorite pair of Jordans, the colorway and the silhouette. It's an OG colorway. So you know how I feel about some of them OG colorways. And then they released it with the Nike on the back. Now I do have these, a few of the shoes on the list. Like I said, I got a few of the shoes on the list. Not all of them, but it's a list of, you know, the sneakers that I thought were the biggest to me for 2020. But yeah, like I say, number 9, you got the Fire Red 5s. You know what it is. Like I said on my song, the bread ones and Fire Red 5s, they're my favorite. Scrolling Soul Collected kits on 5 for the latest. But yeah. The leather better on these than the 2013 pair. I still got the 2013 pair somewhere up there, but the leather was way better on these. I got a size up. Like I said, I'm buying size 9s now, so better fit. But yeah, number 9, Fire Red 5s. In at number 8, the Biohack ones. Like I told y'all, I renamed them the Mr. Miyagi ones. I know they got the name from a pair of Dunks that released in the early 2000s. I think they was a pair of Dunk highs. But I had to add them to the collection. Still haven't worn them yet. And like I said, when I first saw them, I didn't like them. But the more I seen them on pictures and people posting them, I was like, okay, they kind of dope. They grew on me. So had to take that trip. Had to grab them. Cost me a little ticket, but it is what it is, you know. You gotta do things you love in life. You only live once, so you gotta do what you love. Like I say, coming in at number 8, Biohack ones. Mr. Miyagi ones. I'm sorry, the Mr. Miyagi ones. In at number 7, we got the Just Don Air Force One High Blue. A lot of y'all might not even know about these shoes. I didn't know about these shoes. I didn't know they even released until after. I think they came out All-Star Weekend last year. I got a place in my heart for the Air Force Ones, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I first started buying Air Force Ones. But these right here were dope. They remind me of the Off-White Low 5s. I can't spend 2 bands on a pair of shoes. These more in my price range. So I might try to cop this year. I think I seen them for like 4, maybe close to 5 or something like that in my size. I might be trying to cop this year. I ain't pressed on copping, but I do like this shoe. I think this was good for the Air Force One. You know, Air Force One been doing this thing this past year. And with me, like I say, I copped a lot of Air Force Ones, and I haven't really been copping Air Force Ones in a long time. I think I copped like maybe 5 or 6 pair this year. You know, I'm into the basic colorways like the ones I told y'all I got and showed y'all in one of my previous videos with the white top, the color bottom, and the color check. That's what I like. I ain't into all the too crazy colorways, except what the New Yorks I do got. But yeah, these Just Don doing this thing. I ain't gonna even lie. And one of my grails are the Just Don tools, the Chanel tools. Now, don't talk trash about me. You know what I'm saying? Because I did say that I ain't into the designer with the sneakers and all that, but those Chanel tools, and maybe it's the colorway. That colorway just fire. He came from left field with that. That was just something different. But Just Don doing this thing with Nike, you know what I'm saying, with Jordan. So hopefully he'll continue to keep dropping fire. But like I say, in at number 7, the Just Don Air Force One High. In at number 6, we got the 2020 Air Max 95 Neon. Now this shoe holds a near and dear place in my heart because it's the first shoe that I saved up real money to get. Because back in high school, it might come to a shock for some of y'all. I was on Air Maxes. I wasn't on J's like that. But Air Maxes was my thing in high school. But I don't have the 2020 pair. I ain't finna cap like these brand new. These are 2016 or 15 pair. But they still in good condition, so I wasn't trying to get a new pair. You know, I'll probably grab the next pair. They come out in the next 4 to 5 years. But right now, these gonna hold for me. But this right here, when I think of Air Maxes, this is what I think about. Everybody, I remember seeing these. I don't know if y'all remember on New York Undercover. Old boy with Onyx had these on. I remember back then. I used to love these shoes. But I want to say this is my first pair. Neon 95s, I think. I had the other colorways with this same, you know, style, but instead where the neon was, it was other colorways, but I didn't have that. But I want to say this is my first pair of neons. But it's just like I said, when I think about Air Maxes, this is what I think about. Like I say, coming in at number 6, that fire, that heat, like my boy Hot Boy say, cut the fan on, got the heat. Air Max 95 Neons, number 6. In at number 5, we got the New Beginnings pack. Came out All-Star Weekend last year. I copped a few pair All-Star Weekend last year, but I missed out on this pack, and it was another shoe I missed out on too. But it is what it is, you know. But the Nike Airship is the shoe that Jordan actually got banned in, the black and red pair. It wasn't the retro ones, but that's how Nike played it out, so it is what it is. This was a decent pack. To be honest with you, I wish they would have released the Airship by itself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's sneaker history. The retro one they released with it was just something they put out. You know what I'm saying? And then I heard the leather on it wasn't that good. I don't know about the Airships. I don't remember hearing nothing about the leather on those. But I know the retro ones that they released in that pack, the leather was horrible, like that early what that was like 2011, 2012 retro one leather. But to each his own. If you got it, power to you. I don't think I'm gonna be trying to cop because the price that shot up on that pack. You got 2 pairs of shoes, a retro one and an Airship. The Airship is somewhat iconic to me because, like I say, it's what Jordan started at. You know what I'm saying? It's what Jordan started at. So, but you know, like I say, it is what it is. But in at number 5, the New Beginnings pack. In at number 4, we got the Mocha Ones. Some of y'all might call them the Po Man Travis Scotts, but I got them anyway. When I first saw them, I knew I had to get them, and the first thing that came to my mind was the Travis Scott ones. Everybody love them ones, but that price, I can't fool with it. I can't see me right now where I'm at in my life right now spending $1,500 on no pair of shoes. $1,500 or better. That's a lot of money for a pair of shoes. That's a decent used car, you know what I'm saying? Old box Chevy for the low or something like that, old Cutlass or something. $1,500, can't do it. But I had to grab them. The Mocha Ones. Simple to the point. Black, white, brown. I guess you would say they sell on the bottom, whatever. But it's straight to the point. I done rocked them a few times. Did get a chance to wear these, as you see. But I had to grab these. I had to grab them. like I said, I like what Jordan do. They'll release a big sneaker or something that's limited, but maybe 6 months to a year or so later, they always release something else as an alternative for that sneaker that released. So for the Travis Scott ones, I know this was something they had in mind. So in at number 4, Uncle Ones. We get down to the nitty gritty, y'all. But in at number 3, you got the Off-White 4s. Now these were just released in women's sizes, but the way Nike upped the sizes, men able to cop them. Unlucky for me, I wasn't able to cop these, so it is what it is. But it's a dope sneaker. It's plain, one color all over the sneaker for the most part. You got the different things on there that let you know it's an off-white sneaker. And like I say, it's really an off-white sneaker, off-white colorway, off-white sneaker. Look like give you that cook crack look. If you ever seen that cook crack, look like cook crack. Like Pusha T do too. He do the Adidas too with that same thing. But I doubt that's what Virgil was doing. But anyways, put me in the mind of that. But like I say, some of the plain colorways and the basic colorways be the best sneakers. But this one of them, I think that's why I like this sneaker so much, and that's why it's so high up on the list. Didn't make number 2, didn't make number 1, but I think it was up there. It might be some people number 1 sneaker of the year, but it wasn't mine. So anyway, but in at number 3, you got the Off-White 4s. In at number 2, we got the Chunky Dunkies. Now this right here, the way they put this whole thing together, this was dope. For those that might not know, I'm a fool for detail, and the way they got the details on this shoe is crazy. And they got the whole Ben & Jerry theme with the Chunky Dunky thing. It's just dope the way they did it. And I think though, I would guess they'll say the Friends and Family pack had the like the ice cream bin that the shoes came in and all of that. I don't think it was released in the stores like that, but that was for the Friends and Family. But that's a dope sneaker. I tried to get these 2 sneakers out that morning. Didn't happen for me. Resale shot up sky on these buddies. I already knew that. Them Dunks, the last year and a half, the Dunks been doing their thing again. They kind of coming back, you know what I'm saying? The SBs. And like I say, the details in this shoe is crazy. Just the way they put that whole thing together, I like that. I do like that. But yeah, in at number 2, you got the Chunky Dunkies. All right, y'all, we made it to number 1. We finally made it. My sneaker of the year, the number 1 spot, is the Off-White 5s. The first time I saw this sneaker, and like I say, I'm crazy about the 5s. I love the 5s. The first time I saw this sneaker, I went fool when I saw this sneaker, because it was, like I say, Virgil doing his thing with the sneakers. Off-White, he been doing it a few years, but everything he dropped for the most part, still dope. You know what I'm saying? Still fire. Everybody's still talking about it. It's a few of them that slip through the cracks that ain't as big, but for the most part, he's still doing his thing when it comes to the sneakers. But the Off-White 5s, the release last year All-Star Weekend, unfortunately, I wasn't able to cop those. Now, the first pair, I think that's the sneaker of the year. The second pair, I was able to cop. Like I said, if y'all seen my previous videos, you know that I got these little trouble I went through buying a smaller size, having to pay a little more for the bigger size. But I was able to get them. I wouldn't necessarily say this is the sneaker of the year, but it's the sneaker of the year as far as it's the Off-White 5. And like I said, it's probably because I love 5s, but I was watching the Complex sneaker of the year, and it made, not this one, but the other one, made the sneaker of the year. A lot of people didn't agree with that. Some people thought probably the Chunky Dunky should have been number 1, but it is what it is. And a lot of people thought the Dior 1 should have been number 1, but like for me, it was 10 on my list because mainly it was a retro 1, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, that's the main reason it made my list. But this right here, like I say, the black pair or the dark gray pair, whatever you want to call it, those right there was the sneaker of the year. Like I say, we done seen the Off-White 1s, we seen got the Off-White 4s, all the different Off-Whites, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't touch the 5s, but they finally touched the 5s, and what he did with it, he did his damn thing with them 5s. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I ain't rocked mine yet. But I'm still, they coming. Like I say, when I rock them, I'm gonna post pictures. Y'all check my Instagram out, Mr. Stay Fresh 84, one word. Y'all check that out. But Off-White 5s, the number 1 spot. As always, like I say, I appreciate everybody coming through, checking my video out, kicking it with me, Kicks Corner for a second with your boy. I had to do this. I know it took a minute. I had to really think about it because it's a lot of sneakers that released last year. Jordan released a lot of bullshit too, but it's a lot of good sneakers that came out. And everything couldn't make the list. I just had to put the things up there that I thought was high. As far as when it was time for me to come try to cop, I tried to cop, whether I got them or not. But it was a lot last year. But anyway, like I always say, for those that haven't, go down below, subscribe to my channel, tap that bell, give me a like. Till next time.
Watch me. Look at my kit game, how I rock these. You ain't seen these, you ain't got these. Couple hundred over the top, these nigga watch me. Watch me. Getting fresh, I do this. If you knew me, then you knew this. Blue jeans with a white tee or a dicky fit with some new